along on my sunny getaway to Barbados in November 2025. The island of Barbados is the most easterly island in the Caribbean. It's about 166 square miles and you can take direct flights from London Heathrow. The currency used here is the Bajan dollar, but you can also spend US dollars, and the capital is Bridgetown. The island is surrounded by the Atlantic Ocean and it's the birthplace of the famous singer Rihanna. The official language is English, but most people speak a local dialect called Bajan. It has a population of approximately 286,000, and the locals love their dishes of rice and peas and flying fish. The peak season runs from mid-December to mid-April. It says that the flight time from London Heathrow is 9 hours, but we got there in just over 8. So let's go. Here we go again. Good old trip suitcases. We headed up the night before, stayed in the Thistle Hotel, not that expensive, and a fabulous view of the runway the night before. The hotel has a pod system that runs to the terminal. Right over the top of the pod. Holy shit, that's... We were travelling from London Heathrow Terminal 5 and we flew economy with British Airways. Feeling very festive in November. Here's the beast we're going to be flying in. Goodbye to a very cloudy London. Barbados. The airport had a very organised kiosk for arranging taxis. Transfer to the hotel was around about 25 minutes. We stayed at Sugar Bay Barbados. Security gates at the entrance, and the hotel is right opposite a police station, so don't get yourself into trouble. There's a little bit of a slope going down towards the hotel. Then at the bottom you've got the beautiful fountain. So that's where the reception is in front. Just to the right of that is where the swimming pool is, and just further around to the right is this little seating area like this. There's a little lounge area just to the left of the reception, and you're offered a drink on arrival. We had the rum punch, and I think the decor looks really lovely. So here's the main reception on the left. Check in, you're given a wristband for the all-inclusive. So just in front of you over in the corner is the entrance to the gift shop, and here's just a little look at at what's inside. Behind where the shop is where the spa is, but you access it by the path near the fountain. From the reception on the left, you can walk through towards the sea, and then on the left-hand side, when you arrive towards the sea, you can find the concierge. The lift there is on the left-hand side, and just down here on the left, they have a list of all the activities that are going on. So we stayed in a double deluxe sea view room, which was room 308. So all the storage is open, there's a fridge, there's a safe, bathroom here on the right, which was very nice. The hairdryer is in the bathroom, and the products they used are from the White Company, and they smelt very nice. A quick look at the room. Only complaint I would say is a mirror over the dressing table would have been nice rather than dragging a chair over to the large mirror. And here's a view of the beach from the balcony. There's signage around the hotel showing you where lots of things are, and I just love this little section. Stay on the path, nature at work. All the gardens were kept really nice. To show you where our room was in relation to the hotel, we were to the far left and we're overlooking Collins Bar down there on the left and the little tiny pool. From the front entrance there is a little pathway that comes round via the kids club towards the Collins Bar and then to the beach. Collins Bar and the water sports where you can pick up towels and parasols is on the far left hand side if you're looking at the sea, and it can access by that gate near the kids club or, like I say, from the sea. This is open for lunches and it's open until 6 p.m. There's a board up every day telling you what's available, and this is all table service, and this is where we actually chose to have our lunch every day that we were at the hotel. Depending on what time you go for lunch, it can be busy there, but in general, I thought the service was reasonably quick. Here's just a few pictures of some of the things that we ordered while we were there. And there tend to be fish on there most days. I quite like the marlin or the billfish. And just after sunset, we like to sit at Collins Bar and have this lovely chap mix us up a cocktail. The Reef restaurant is right near the concierge, and that is where you can take your breakfast, you can have buffet lunch, and that's where the evening meals are. Next to here is where all the entertainment is in the evening. So it's a buffet style breakfast. It was a reasonably good selection of pastries, just little bits like that, meats and yogurts. There was obviously the full English, is just a high speed past this, scrambled eggs, baked beans, so everything that you would want on there. There was hot porridge there every day as well. There was a toast machine, there was a selection that had fruit. Some of the bits I forgot to video. If you wanted pancakes, waffles or an omelette, this is where that was done. Just next to the terrace is the Driftwood Cafe, and that's where they do the afternoon teas, and that's where you can pick up your own teas and coffees. That's what it's like there. Didn't actually take an afternoon tea while we were there. I wouldn't have been able to fit any of my outfits by the end of the week if I had. Buffet lunch can be taken at the Reef, which we didn't do, and the evening buffet is also held here. I'm not a great lover of buffet dinner, but a lot of people did rate the food. I personally wasn't a great lover, but they did do some great desserts. Most dinner on the Sunday though was very nice. So the pool is right next to the Reef. You can see there's a swim up bar there as well. I never do the pool, but apparently it was quite difficult sometimes to get sunbeds around there. Next to the Driftwood Cafe is where the famous Sugar Bay swing seat is. And what a beautiful view you get from here. And that's where the sun sets. The hotel has two speciality restaurants. One is Yumi, which is above the Reef restaurant. You can book that once per week during your stay. The restaurant also overlooks where the pool is with the swim up bar. This is what the decor looks like inside. A quick look at the menu. You get a choice of one starter, one main and one dessert. Here you get to drink your Prosecco out of a proper glass rather than obviously the plastic ones that they have from the beach bar. And here's just a quick look at some of the food that we had while we were there. Both of the specialty restaurants are booked on arrival at reception, whereas the buffet you just turn up whatever time you like. The other specialty restaurant is the Sizzle Steakhouse, and that's situated on the slope that goes up towards the main entrance to the property of the hotel. There's the Sizzle Steakhouse. So here's just a quick look at the menu. Some of the food has a surcharge. We had some breads to start, and I will say I actually really enjoyed the food here. I had a rump steak. I can't remember what my husband has. It's something fishy, which you saw there. But yeah, very nice food, very nice desserts. Definitely recommend to book to go to this restaurant if you're staying there. The little footpath here on the right hand side, it takes you to the stairs up to the Mongoose pub. That's an English style pub that has a bar and a pool table with a dartboard. Well worth a visit. So let's talk beach. Near Collins Bar there's a little kiosk where you can swap up your towels and get a parasol. There's also a little pool, and this is a view of the beach and around towards the hotel. Guys at the hut will come and set up your parasol, and I actually thought this was a very nice beach. I liked it. The water was really nice. The only thing is just here there's quite a strong current that comes through, so it can actually wash you literally if you're floating all the way down towards the other end. And I really love these 3 little floating things that they put in the sea, so you can just lay on those in the sun. A nice little chat with this guy here who was doing some fishing as I headed off towards the left and had a little walk along here. Eventually it takes you along to a boardwalk. It did get quite windy.
A bit more windy around this side. A little bit more windy. This is the boardwalk when you've come out of Sugar Bay and you turn left and you just keep walking along the sand, you come along to the boardwalk.
I thought this wall looked absolutely brilliant. And eventually we ended up here, which we then turned around and walked back. Did 8 nights at Sugar Bay, and I would say that the staff are what make this hotel. They are amazing, always smiling, always happy. We really enjoyed our stay here. we were recommended this hotel by a lady we met on holiday in Skiathos, but I can tell by chatting to lots of people at this hotel, they come year after year. I hope you've enjoyed my little trip to Barbados. If you've got any questions about anything about this particular resort, please don't hesitate to pop a comment in the section below, and I'll do my best to answer that for you. We did do an island tour while we were here. I'm going to make a separate video about that and leave the details. And thanks for watching.